Chapter 5 The Floating City. On the deck of the Sunmaiden, you find yourself surrounded by Ventura and the pirates on one side and monstrous Grobtars on the other. Why do things always go from bad to worse? As more Grobtars pull themselves over the side of the ship, Ventura lowers her axe to guard Jahari's throat and calls out to her crew. Looks like we got some competition for the goods. Might attack. She and her pirates charge. She draws a second wickedly sharp axe from her hip and slashes both into the nearest Grobtar, which drops to the deck in agony. Whoa, she's good. I've seen better. Another Grobtar throws a trident your way and it misses Nia by barely an inch. Light, have mercy. Get out, boy. Let's show these sardines they mess with the wrong crew. Nia gathers Treep into her arms and runs below deck. As the Grobtars close in, Tyville blasts them away with a wave of magic. They don't look like much of a challenge to me. But even as he says it, you can tell there are too many. One leaps at you, stabbing a spear towards your gut. You snatch up a length of rope at your feet and whip it out at the Grobtar. Get back. The rope lashes across his eyes, and it drops the spear to clutch at his face. Good work. I'll finish this one. Terrell stabs his blade into the Grobtar's chest, then kicks it over the side of the deck. Damn it, they're everywhere. Mao fells Grobtar after Grobtar with swift blows of his daggers, but he and Tyrell are soon swallowed up by the masses of scaly bodies. All across the decks of both ships, Jahari's sailors and Tura's pirates fight side by side, barely keeping the wave of Grobtars at bay. Don't flag now, you dogs. Get these fish freaks off my ship. Take that. Jahari's sailor fires a crossbow between the Grobtar's eyes, but that Grobtar slithers over the body of his fallen comrade right at her. Not so fast. Ventora's pirate smashes his fist into the side of the Grobtar's head, unhinging his jaw and sending it flying. Ventura floats gracefully across the two decks, her hand axes swinging in his quick, powerful arcs. She lets out a whoop as she fells Grobtar after Grobtar. Ah, yeah, the job harder than that, shark bait. As she's staring through her foes, she misses the massive Grobtar swinging up over the railing. His glowing eyes lashed onto her back. The enormous Grobtar drops onto the deck with a resounding thud and lunges for Ventura, his powerful body knocking aside anyone in his way. Ventura, behind you. You undo the rigging on the railing right next. You undo the rigging on the railing next to you. Grab hold of the boom arm and swing it forward all your might. The boom crashes into the Grobtar, cracking it square in the skull. It stabs into the railing. Ventura spins over, grinning with exhilaration. Nice, who's land rat? So I'm sick and tired of there being options to fight, but I need a sword because all the combat is sword or fist because all the combat's been up close, so I can't use the damn bow. I'm tired of that. Alright, come on. I just earned a way better nickname than that. The Grobtar lurches upright again, its piercing eyes narrowing on you. This was gonna be tricky. That Ch5 are made of tough stuff. She wipes her axe blades on the corpse of Fel's Grubtar at her feet, then raises them in front of her. But now stuff is me. Doyle and the Grubtar Ch5 let out twin howls and lunged forward, clashing with the clang of the weapons. Doyle slashes fiercely, cutting up the Grubtar's arms, but it lashes out with its tail and sends it crashing into a pile of crates. Hey, don't turn your back on me. You sprint forward and slash your blade across the Grubtar's Ch5 back, but it just spins around with an enraged howl, forcing you to jump away. Too strong. We need another tactic. Doris spits out a mouthful of blood, twirling her axes in her hands. Bah, no such thing as, hey, it's just mine. You follow her gaze to the deck of her ship, where a horde of Grubtars crashes out of the captain's quarters, tossing a spider gauntlet between them and gurgling in triumph. Larrat, alright, the Chief. You get that gauntlet back from his grunts. It's valuable, powerful enough to help take down this bastard. That gauntlet is a legendary weapon, collected to deal the Grubtar's Ch5 a crushing blow and gain some extra XP. You'll also be able to replace your regular brawling weapon with it, collect all the legendary weapons to enhance your fighting skills. You grab hold of the nearest rigging and swing yourself onto the deck of Ventora's ship. You crash into the Grubtar, leading the pack, send it tumbling head over fin. The gauntlet fires from his hands. I'll be taking that. You land in a crouch, eyes on the gauntlet, with the ranks of Grubtars from a wall in front of it. They part the massive jaws, spittle, fly, and they shriek at you. They lunge forward, teeth bared, spears glinting in the sunlight like a powerful wave crashing toward you. Luckily, you have a strength of your own. Take a deep breath, take a quick stock of the deck, blocking up the roar of the approaching Grubtars. There must be something I can use. You spot just what you need, a long trail of rope. Perfect. You shoot the Grubtars a grin, and they take off running. Hey, uglies, keep up. With a snarl, Grubtars slithers after you. You got the rope and roll back, trapping a cluster of them. The Grubtars struggle and lose their balance. You give the rope a heave, and a cluster of Grubtars tumbles over the railing and into the sea. You snatch the gauntlet, grab hold of a hanging rope, and swim back onto Gerard's ship, with Terrace fending off the Grubtar Ch5. About time, Deck Swabber. Thought you'd leave me out of fun, mate. Thought you'd leave out of fun to me. Fine. You look, you use a hand. The Grubtar cheek strikes suddenly, knocking you flat on your back. The Grubtar Ch5 leans in close, his rank hot breath washing over you as his jaw snaps inches from your face. Get off of me. You grip the gauntlet by his chain, take a swing, smashing across the Grubtar's face like a club. He lets out a garbled scream, clutching his face, which has caved in on one side. You pull your arm back for another strike. Do not mess with me. You spin the gauntlet upward, catching the Grubtar Ch5 under the chin and send it flying overboard into the ocean. Stay down. That's not really how you use the gauntlet, but I'm impressed by the ingenuity. I try. You climb to your feet, and the Grubtars who saw you defeat their Ch5 in panicked retreat, drove themselves overboard for the safety of the sea. Should have got them scurrying away like the scum that they are. You survey the ship. The tide of the battle has turned. The Grubtars either dead or leaping back into the ocean. Mounts at real approach, bloody and tussled, but alive. The outcome is as we anticipated. We persevered. Persevered my ass. We won. Nia comes back onto the deck, carefully stepping around the carnage, Dreep held protectively in her arms. That we did. The light was with us today. He looked around the ship and see how triumphant your victory was. Few sailors lie wounded, along with a few pirates, but both ships are intact. Captain Gerard paced the deck with a grin. My word, I ever see the battle like that. Slashing, crashing, staying with the brigand. Hot damn, my private lot. Have you in service, salty sea dog? We did what we had to. Scrub times would think twice before coming for the old sun maiden again. Ha. Damn. Our pleasure. 3 floaters over to you, perching on a nearby railing. The terrible fish beasts are defeated, but I do believe we still have a pirate problem on our hands. Maybe not. Looking around, seems like there's a stalemate between the sailors and the pirates. Each side tends to the wounded, eyeing each other warily. While Gerard's first mate, nursing a gash across her arm and approached. Mind if I help? I'm pretty handy with stitches. I suppose it's a good sight better than what I was gonna do. You fetch your medicine kit from the storage and help her clean the room properly. She bites down on a leather belt while you stitch the wound shut. Finally, you wrap fresh gauze around the stitches to protect them. There you go. There we go. Much better. Thank you kindly, Armand. As you stand back up, Dora approaches you. Her axe is sheathed. Well now, we better have ourselves a bit of a dilemma. See, I want nothing more than to get back to wrecking and raiding your ship. But your crew came to our aid. You, my rat, helped me take out the Grobtar's chief. Now, why would you do that? Because it was the right thing to do. You're pirates, not murderers. They're, as far as I can tell. We don't kill if we don't have to. We don't kill if we don't have to anyway. Neither of our crews deserve death at the hands of those vicious monsters. It's very noble of you. Noble. And hopelessly naive. That kind of ability can get you killed on high seas. But I suppose you have my gratitude. I can't do the voice I want to do for her, damn it. Her eyes flip down to your massive spiked fist on your side. Am I gauntlet? Oh, right. I imagine you want this back. Doyle sighs wearily. Yes, I have a weapon. That ain't the law of the lake. That ain't the law of the sea. So I thought you took it from me. You took it from them. That means you're your mate. You mean that? I do. Thanks, but I don't really know how to use it. Then you just have to learn. With a shrug, you took the gauntlet into your pack. You collected the gauntlet of pain, but you had to unlock the bronze skill to use it. Duh. So what happens now? Please don't say we go back to fighting. Appears I'm in your debt. If you want to sail off and leave you be, you don't have to say the word. In our debt, you say? You glance back at your companions. Mal shakes his head vigorously, while Nia enthusiastically nods. Tyrell quirks an eyebrow. Actually, there's something else you can do for us. We'll look for a passage to Flotilla. Flotilla? You want to go there? You do know it's a pirate city ruled by the United Orc clans under Adventure Tal Kaleen. Yeah, we heard. Doesn't matter why. Just need to get there safely. You're really pushing the boundaries, my generosity here. I'm sorry. I thought you said we were in your debt, or you were not big on honoring your word. Joe had a long, weary sigh, nostrils flaring. Fine. I'll take you to the city gates. That's as far as I go. The rest is up to you. You won't help us get inside? Joe laughs as she turns away, begins heading back to the deck of her ship. Trust me, 1 minute not down to sea vipers, and you'll wish you never made it inside, if you can even get in. Dora adjusts her crew, drawing her arms out wide. Alright, mates. Ready to sails. We head for Flotilla. You and your companions quickly gather your meager belongings. You and your companions quickly gather your meager belongings from below deck, before approaching tourist ship, muttering amongst yourselves. Are you sure traveling pirates is truly a wise choice? They don't seem honorable. They're pirates. Of course they're not honorable. They'll double cross us the second again. Yeah, well, I don't see any better options. We have to stay on our guard. This is not the life I was hoping for when I immersed. This is not the life I was hoping for when I finally immersed in that crystal. For my crystal. Gerard shakes his head at you. Gerard shakes his head as you board into his ship, the raft. He calls out from the deck of the Sun Maiden. Save my ship, Mal. But good riddance all the same. I'm sure it will cross paths again. Judge, I hope not. Traveling pirates. Sure hope you know what you're doing, Elrond. I'm doing whatever it takes. Which means no. Imtora suddenly appears beside you at the raft's. Stop saying it like that. Imtora suddenly appears beside you at the raft's railing, a huge grin on her face. Really? You sure don't look like you know what you're doing, mate. You walk the flotilla just like that, to left and right back out the gates. What's the matter with my outfit? There's nothing wrong with it, Margaret. There's nothing the matter with it, per se. But you don't look like you cut many jolts, plunging my booty. Maybe I don't want to look like I'm plundering booty. Phrasing, Elrond. Phrasing. Brightness, you can stick out like so dumb. That's never a good idea. I got some more appropriate gear if you're interested. I guess it wouldn't hurt to try it on. And Tori retrieves an outfit from her captain's quarters and hands it over to you. I'll take it. This will definitely help me look the part for flotilla. That spirit, mate. You're proper enough to commandeer a fleet. I'll say. The pirate's life might be your true calling, kid. He's right. You look like you sailed the high seas your whole life, having adventure after adventure. It suits you. Thanks. But let's save the flattery for after we do what we need to in flotilla. And Tori catches hold of the rigging and swings over to the entrance of her quarters. She disappears inside. Then re-emerges with a map, sextant, and spyglass that she spreads before you on the raft's deck. While the combat flotilla from his R's and finds to be heavily patrolled. But that shouldn't be a problem for you, right? Seeing as how you're a pirate too, you know. If pirates are one big family, trust me, you do not want them to spot me. Space a few pencil markings along the map, then lifts her gaze to the sea, and then with her eyes slightly, she examines the horizon. Flotilla backs up the on the glittering reef. That's why they don't take much effort to patrol around there. Why your lesser captains have shredded their whole bits on that reef, but not me and not today. She shoves the map into your hands and bounds up the helm. Alright, landlad. I got some fancy wheel work to do. Get on you this reef, it'll be a flotilla in no time. Wait, what are you? The reef. We already reached it. Tora points out a rapidly approaching massive cracky rocks that stab out of the ocean like daggers. Aye, that's the reef. We're closing it fast, mates. Let's set a course. Kit, this is the part where you read the map and tell the captain which way to go. You tear your eyes from the menacing rocks to stare down at the map in your hands. It's an intricate sketch of the reef with tourist notes all over it. Take a steady breath, drawing on all your survivalistic training. If I can navigate the woods, I can navigate the ocean. It's all about picking up landmarks and finding hidden trails. Get back on the water, know the sun's position in the sky to locate yourself on the map, and then scan the rocks up ahead. Rod, we don't have much time. You see a huge rock looming ahead of you, and notice some door traces the path around it on the map. I've got it. We have to go left past that big rock up there, then right around the next cluster we see. Yeah, that's Scobies. Cut to port for 2 clicks, then starboard for 5. Aye, Captain. Yeah, Nacho. Cut to 7. Now, multi-loafs. Taro goes to the railing as the ship lurches around the rocks, its hull creaking and groaning. This is the least enjoyable mode of transportation I can imagine. I don't know. Once you get past the terror, this is rather drilling. That's the spirit. Who would have thought the one in the fancy dress was the toughest of your lot? I'm regretting having a salmon for breakfast. You're literally eating a salmon right now. I know, but I regret it. Over the next few hours, you and your companions help Imtora guide the ship through the reef, past the hugs of wrecked boats. You're breathless when she reaches calmer waters. That was amazing. I can hardly believe you got us through that, Imtora. Have you always been a sailor? You can say that. This is my home, that's for sure. Not Flotilla. Imtora's face clouds with uncertainty. Flotilla is complicated. And as on cue, Flotilla bobs into view. A vast floating city made of hundreds of ships all lashed together. Imtora jogs along the back entrance and ushers you down a ramp to the city's winding streets. Whoa, I can hardly believe we're still in the middle of the ocean. I've heard that sometimes the whole city will sail out as one to raid other cities. Alright, mates, that's bait. If you don't mind, I'll be... Hey, right. Fucking Hey, Raph. So I swears under her breath as a pair of guards come running up the docks to the side of Imtora. They drop to one knee and bow their heads. All hail, Princess Imtora. Imtora smacks a hand to her forehead, lets out a low groan, and as you and your companions stare blankly at her. Princess? The United Clans of Flotilla are delighted at your return, and Her Majesty, the Queen, demands an audience at once. In return, the Queen. By the light, you have Vander Tal Khali's daughter. And here I thought you were just a royal pain in my... Hey. Her Royal Majesty also humbly insists that any and all her guests in the princess custody will accompany her to the throne room. You can see Imtora weighing her options. Finally, with a frustrated growl, she walks alongside you. Fine, let's get this over with so I can be on my way. So I steer you through the sprawling maze of Flotilla to a vast wooden complex at the city's heart. Flames burn in the innermost chamber, filling the space where the cloistering heat. Testaments to the orc's might are on display everywhere, from banners to shields to enormous shark skulls. A regal orc woman, decked out in luxurious furs and donning an honored crown, reclines on the throne. Oh no, what have we here? Your most royal majesty, please allow me to introduce myself. I'm Mao, an adventurer of some considerable renown. A pickpocket? Really, Emmy? I thought even you had better taste. Emmy? Mother, please. Hey look, a priestess in training, am I right? You're quite a ways from the Temple of Light, little lamb. Oh, I'm on important temple business, actually. I thought my pilgrimage went... Don't care. And what about you, Elfling? Decided to call out of the guided cave for a spell? You have no right to speak to the heir of the House Terrify in such a way. I demand your respect. Ventro waves a hand swiftly. Her gaze lands on you. She tips her head, a mixture of intrigue and amusement. And I don't know what to make of you. She takes in your attire, and you think you see a spark of approval in her gaze. So I do suppose you look the part, PC around court, like your companions. In that case, I hope you hear me out. We're here on important business. Urgent business. Outside in Flotillian clothing, daring to speak to the Queen with such boldness. I'm intrigued. Who are you? Damn it. I'm on a great adventure. One that's taken me far from home. I'm here seeking many things, both big and small. Oh my. Are you an adventurer or a riddler? I'm someone who doesn't spend my time sitting on a chair belittling others, but rather seeing the world and trying to do good. How quaint. Well, young wanderer, many such adventurers come to flotilla. She gestured toward the pile of skulls, mirth dancing in her eyes. Maybe they'll prove more resilient than they. She spears her daughter with a glare. Oh, what I want to know is why you're dragging these poor, bedraggled souls to my case, Emmy. Until I hesitates, and you step in front of her, showing yourself the full force of adventurous glare. We came to you with a purpose. The fate of the world lies in a balance. Oh, this should be good. Do go on, little one. The Shadow Court is escaping their banishment and breaking into the mortal realm. We need the Ong shards to prevent them from crossing over and to rescue my brother. We heard that your forces took down Shard and they raided the library at Port Parnassus. We came here to retrieve it. Ventura snorts, slapping a hand against her thigh. Who thought I'd keep something so dangerous right here, in the heart of my capital? We took the shard all right, and the moment I realized what the damn thing was, I sent it away. I tasked the crew with taking it to a remote island far to the west, to bury it, and make sure no one could recover it. The trouble is, it never returned. Do you know what island it was sent to? We can go get it. And why would I let any of you claim the shard I went to such lengths to hide? Because we have to stop the Shadow Court. Don't you get it? The Shadow Court escapes their banishment. So telling what sort of chaos to wreck. I already failed one great empire, Your Majesty. Do you think what yours be next? Suppose you have a point. A certain location is documented on a map in the rail or chart somewhere, but I still don't see why I shouldn't just log you all up. Mother, please, here as my guest, to help save my ship and my life from the Grobtars. Got it in your head, did you, girl? I warned you it was about to happen. You wanted to run off and play being a pirate. But you couldn't handle it. You aren't ready. I'm doing just fine. I brought in plenty of bounty. If it's bounty I wanted, I have an entire army at my command. I say the word, and they bring me to the sun itself. My need is an heir, someone reliable, someone I can trust to carry on my legacy. Clearly, you are far from being ready to rule, with what your silly notions about freedom and the high seas. Those silly notions is what I want, to be in control of my life, not just in your shadow. But there's still time for you to learn the ways of the ground, and learn you shall. But she just said she doesn't want to. Silence. Fendra's voice rings throughout the chamber. She takes a steady breath, then smiles. Now then, since you did save my foolish daughter from a cowardly death at sea, I shall kindly permit you to reside in Flotilla for one night, and one night only. Your most esteemed personage is indeed fair and judicious, a wise and savory ruler if I ever see one. Now, we can also get a ship. Don't push your luck, pickpocket. Emmy, take these sorry land lads to the inn and see us that they're on the way in the morning, ship or not. And with a flick of her fingers, Venture Talcoline dismisses you all. You walk together out of the drone room in silence, and once you're a few streets away, Until lets out a frustrated growl and drives her fist into a post. What a second house does she think she is, topping away? It means this, it means that, like I'm still a mule and whelp. You should have stuff for yourself. As long as you act like you're doing something shameful or rebellious, your mother's just gonna treat you like a little kid. You shouldn't hide from her. Sail to flotilla like you own the place. You're a damn fine captain, and you know it. I just wish you would see it. She's too busy focusing on whether or not I'm a super princess or to see where my real talents are. Then you just gotta make it enough. Then you just have to make enough of a name of yourself that even she can ignore it. Until it turns to you, her golden eyes looking at you like she's seeing you for the first time. Thanks, Savant. Not to interrupt this tender moment, but your mother mentioned an inn. I haven't eaten since morning, and I'm mighty hungry. Suppose I could take you somewhere, show you a real feast. Yes, please. That. Once upon imagined next person will be more majestic. Less of serious disappointments, ain't it, elf boy? Until it leads you up and down uneven Mentor leads you up and down uneven avenues of flotilla, across vacant decks, and haphazardly stacked crates. She stops outside of Rocky's establishment. Here we are, the sailor's limit. Best go, you find the realms. I'll take that challenge. The inn bustles with patrons. Thick furs covered with benches, chairs, and succulent meats roast on a spit over a roaring fire. Mentor calls out to the bartender. Find a veil and fisherman feast, my friends. She guides you over to a corner table, and no sooner have you sat down than a waiter appears with a pitcher of ale and a massive tray piled with savory roasted octopus, char-grilled meat, stuffed sea berries, and fried fish heads. This mice, severe orcish face, tricks the sucked meat right out of the fish heads like so. Can't tell you me, you're my kind of princess. Don't hit me again, now it'll be your head. Your party digs in. Malia wastes no time, take it to the new cuisine, and Tree pulls a fish head beneath the table to munch on, but Tyrell is more cautious. This is all a bit more pungent than I'm used to. Thank you for Taylor's model. And worth doing is worth overdoing. I'll toast to that. As your feasting slows down and night starts to fall outside, you lean over to Dora. So, according to your mother, if you want the shard, we have to go to the Royal Archives. Just one word of warning. Skull crusher. I don't like that word at all. What's it supposed to mean? You just have to find out for yourself when you try to get inside. You want to come with us? Oh, not a chance. I might rather sit back and watch you try. I could use a laugh. You always saying that because you don't want to embarrass yourself in front of me. First off, I don't get embarrassed. Second off, why should I care what you think? Because you kind of like us. What in the 7th seas are you talking about? Well, come on. You know it's tough, but you didn't have to bring us here. You could have just left us in the ocean. In my opinion, they get lonely. Into her scoffs, but her gaze lands warmly on you, and she is able to bite back a smile. You're just messing with me. I got your damn map if you quit spouting nonsense. She gets up to go, then stops. You know, Ron, if you want it, you can come with me. Seriously? If you're game, I'll introduce you to a taste of Flotilla nightlife along the way. This is your chance to spot Flotilla, face off with the mysterious skull crusher, and get to know Tora better. Oh, those axes. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get out of here. And Doris goes you out of the tavern and back onto the convoluted streets of Flotilla. The lanterns on the ships dance with the glow of the fey fish in the dark. Can't believe I'm seeing this with my own 2 eyes. Flotilla's really something else. Don't get too impressed yet. Yeah, I've seen half of it. And Dora meanders on a path, and you follow along. She points out the biggest ships and the sounds of parties raging within. Here we go. Up ahead, the party has spilled out of the ship and onto its deck. Drums and horns create a pulsing rhythm in the night air, and orcs dance in the light, swinging lanterns. This is a party. We don't have anything like this in Riverbend. Before Tora can respond, one of her pirates dances out of the crowd. Dora, you got away from your mother in one piece. Damn right. What happened to swapping the deck at Kraglin? Got Marlin to do it. You know, I wouldn't miss out on the Flotillian party. But Leonard's here too. He yanks another one from Tora's pirates out of the crowd. Because Stamets when she sees Tora. Captain, permission to partake in the festivities? Mr. Granted, Scrubby. I'm not gonna chew you out for having some fun. She turns her gaze on you, eyes twinkling mischief. And speaking of fun, she grabs your arm and tugs you into the drunk, shoving aside bodies until you're surrounded by orcs, dancing and shouting at the top of their lungs. Ugh, the music's in my blood. Okay, this is intense. Don't let it sweep you under. Ride a wave. Feel the music. Feel the drum with the horns. You're pounding at the drums in your body. Fuck you. Pounding the drums in your bones. And your body responds, moving to the beat. So you're jumping along with everyone else. Come on, everyone. Show us what they teach you back in L1. Fuck you. Come on, everyone. Show us what they teach you back in Riverbend. Holds me up. Dora laces her fingers together, creating a foothold that lifts you into the air. The orc nearby realizes what's happening, bells over the music. Low, sharp drums, regardless of the landmark. Doors beneath you cheers they carry over the crowd, and you let out a whoop of adrenaline. Woo! You make your way back to Mentora, and she and her crewmate help you down. Nice move up there. Really? Got some guts I want. Nah, I just had a good time. When you and Mentora have danced yourselves breathless, you extricate yourselves from the crowd of orcs and make your way along the docks. As the sounds of the party go fainter, Mentora lets out a sigh, smiling wide up to the night sky. You gotta say, Lambert, you're not bad at all. You're not at all bad. Is that the nicest compliment you've got? Not all bad. I got nicer, but I saved it for I read it. I got nicer, but I saved them for and I really like you. Together, you walk back into the city. There's always so much life in Flotilla. Always something happening. Do you miss it while you're at sea? Dora glances at you, sideways, her mouth twisting. Honestly, hi. But we're like family now. Sometimes family means you don't always get along. I like being able to get lost in the crowd here. Now I haven't to answer to anyone or give orders. That's exactly why I don't want to be queen. Giving orders become my life. That's just... ugh. It's like you're trying to juggle with 2 lives. Feels that way sometimes. A lot of the time, actually. I think you might have to let one of them go. What are you trying to say? I'm saying if you come back here, you always need to listen to your mother belittling you, trying to change you into something you're not. Maybe this place does more bad than good for you. The times are bad here, and I grew up here. Can I really let that go? I guess the question is, which one matters to you more? Flotilla or the open ocean, which one you can't live without? And Taurus smiles sadly. There's nothing like the freedom of the currents and the eastern wind carry me out to new adventures. That's what I really live for. Thanks for the advice, I want. I'll think on this once I'm back on the seas. She round the corner, catch sight of the strange metal-hulled ship that seems to plunge deep into the water. Ah, here we are. The Royal Archives. You follow her down a winding staircase lined with strange artifacts nestled in the clothes. At long last, you reach the bottom of the main archives room and you reach the bottom, and the main archives room sprawls before you. Bowed glass windows. Bowed glass windows offer a view of the glittering ocean depths where a school of fish trespass. Their scales glittering like stars. The rest of the room an endless chamber of shells. This is just a small taste of my brother's prized plunder. There's so much. Some of these things have to be ancient. Alright, you only rate the finest establishments have been for centuries. Down to business, I want. Are you ready to face the Skull Crusher? Maybe you could tell me more about... Suddenly, a massive orc appears before you. Who are you? Look this way, kid. Everything else will cost you. Okay. Can I just look then? Please. And Tora slaps the woman on the back, laughing heartily. The orc is a good 2 hairstyle and Tora with biceps like tree trunks. Hello, mama. Have you been Skull Crusher? Never better. Your mom bought me a full haul of records in the Deccan age. I've been signing up for weeks. The real question is, what are you doing here? Ah yes, I've just a small favor to ask, really. There's no checking out items for the collection, no exceptions, and no why. That was the one time, years ago, and it dried out eventually. Skull Crusher looks you up and down, her sharp teeth down from her lips. Well, out with it. What do you want? A map. We need it for history's sake. After the legendary artifact, super rare. Just think about the history to be gained from it. We can find it with this map. If you aid in the Temple of Light too, imagine what records they could share with you. We told them you aided us. Bah, humans. They never work with an archfish like me. I know what we can do for it in exchange. She flexes one bicep. She wriggles her eyebrows. Skull Crusher crosses her arm, unamused. I said no rematches. You're just scared to lose your position as reigning champion. You rather run away from challenge than face defeat. You beat me, you keep the map. We don't complain. I beat you, use the map, and don't go so. You have a hard bargain, princess. Alright, you're on. Is this the Skull Crusher? Ha, she might have shattered some heads in the day. Around here, we sell things with more wrestling. Doris sits down opposite Skull Crusher and clicks her elbow on the table. She grips Skull Crusher's fist in her own, and they grin at each other. My count. 3, 2, 1. Teeth bared, Skull Crusher easily starts pushing him towards hand down. She strains, growling, her biceps bulging. Go up to her. You can do this. It doesn't seem to be open. Skull Crusher pushes harder and harder, dropping towards hand down. Tennessee just called you but Tennessee's your mother, and she just called you Little Emmy. No one calls me that. With her fingers growl, and Dora pushes hard, slamming Skull Crusher's hand onto the table. Ha. I don't know. That feels like cheating. No one's against imagining, and you know it. I won. I'll take my map now, mate. Should be from about 2 years ago. My mother sent the crew out with a sensitive cargo. I know just the one you're talking about. I'll go fetch it. Minutes later, you and Tora step back out onto the city streets of the map. The moon hangs bright overhead, and the water sparkles like a sea of stars. We did it. We actually got the map. Now all we have to do is arm wrestle the librarian to get it. You make it sound easy. Wasn't it? Ask my soul arm tomorrow. She hands you the map, hesitating for just a second. Right then. Down here. Map shows. Tap squared. Is it? I think I or you now show me such a fun night. You said we're having to go on this errand alone. And as far as company goes, you're not the worst. Yeah, well, you're not so bad either. Really? A ruthless pirate captain who tapped your ship. And who's got one hell of a smile. For one fleeting second, Tora actually blushes. Seriously, thank you so much for tonight. For helping me forget my worries for a while, and helping me get the map. You have no idea what all that means to me. Tora claps your shoulder with a laugh, holding you a moment longer before stepping away. Come on, you gotta get this map back to your crew. You turn to the tavern inn, Miles entertaining Nia and Treep some card tricks. See, if you're quick, you can slip it into your sleeve, like so. Because what we really need is to teach the priestess to cheat at cards. Alright, now blabber. We got the map, now see where you're going. Tora spreads the map out on the table before you, and traces the path from Tula to an island marked Zephyr Cove. It doesn't do far from here at all, so have no trouble booking a safe passage. You know the map, follow the route with your finger, and then we'll be that much closer to the dagger embeds itself from the map, mirror into from your hand. There, in the doorway. Spinning toward the tavern entrance, the hooded figure flings another dagger your way. It whizzes through the air, and Tora leaps up and catches it by the handle. She flings it back with a snarl, pinning the assassins close to the wall. The hood falls off their struggle, The hood falls off as they struggle, revealing a familiar face. What are... The orc slips out of her cloak, starts running. Stop her! The party scrambles after into her. She dives into the streets after the assassin. Your companions tear through the streets, tail sword is drawn. As his mouth's dagger, the assassin stays just a few paces ahead of you. I sense darkness about her. She's been tainted by the Shadow Court. You gotta stop her before she slips away. You know what's scarier than having a dagger flying in your face? Having an arrow flying in your back. You release your arrow with an expert aim, and it embeds itself into the orc's side. The wound isn't fatal, but has her drop to the ground with a scream. Go, 101. I've got it. Dell leaps forward, a sailor's strength giving her the boost she needs, and tackles the assassin before she can get up. Just made a big mistake, Scrubby. The assassin reads, right, but she's helpless, leaving into his impressive grip. You'll never get the shard. And before you can say anything, the assassin jerks a hand free, whips out a dagger and plunges it into her own throat. Her blood spurts over into his face. She twitches, gurgles, and then dies. No. Why was she... Because the Shadow Court doesn't want us getting any answers out of her. She spit off dead to them. That's sick. I don't understand. Tora, I thought she was a member of your crew. I should have felt the darkness out of her sooner. Maybe missed it on the mayhem. Maybe she wasn't corrupted yet. I don't know. She must have tailed us to the archives. Damn, I thought she was just enjoying the festivities. Until viciously wipes her bloody hands on the assassin's tunic, then gets to her feet with a scowl. Damn it all. No one tries to kill me, my mates, on my turf. Shadow Court must really not want us to get to the island. Yeah, well, that's how it's it. There's one thing I cannot abide. There's something telling me what I can't do. If someone wants to keep me from the Youngshard, then my rising tide of vengeance, we're getting that damn thing. What are you saying? I'm saying, this guy yourself a new goddamn companion. She looks even better right now. Oh my god. And I just noticed Tyrell is smiling. Oh my god. A tourist on your party, but what fresh horrors await you at Zephyr Cove?